Welcome everyone to your weekly pick a card reading for Monday the 27th of February to Sunday the 5th of March, or for whenever you come across this reading, as the messages here are timeless, and trust that they will find you when you need them. Okay everyone, we have pole number 1, pole number 2, pole number 3 and pole number 4. For pole number 1 we have the snakeskin jasper. It's actually really pretty. For pole number 2 we have the zebra agate. For pole number 3 we have the serpentine. It's hard to see, that's actually green, green and white. And for pole number 4 we have the mookaite. So as usual, I just like to, these beautiful heart-shaped cards, I went out and got them because I'm just finding I need more cards for my reading. I'm really missing the cards that I've left behind as I'm traveling around Australia doing my house sits. And these are the Enchanted Heart by Alana Fairchild, and they're just absolutely gorgeous. So I hope the colours are coming up as well on the video as they are in real life. So my friends, select a pole by number, by the image on the card, by the crystal, whatever draws you the most. Know that there'll be a message in there for you. And again, if you're drawn to more than one pole, please feel free to go ahead and select as many as you are called to. Let's get started. Welcome pole number 1. Let's have a look at what messages Spirit has for you for this week ahead. So the overall energy, we have circus, the animal spirit, we have snake spirit, time to heal, and the tarot cards, we have the Two of Wands, the Emperor, and the Star. It's such a beautiful, I love this energy in the tarot here, my friends. That's just really beautiful. Okay, pole number 1, your overall energy and the first message of this reading is circus. And the card says, your imagination is an extravaganza of playful possibilities. Nurture your hopes, envision the extraordinary, and make real your exceptional life. The affirmation is, my playfulness inspires new possibilities and creates loving magic. And I feel what a beautiful, beautiful message for this reading. And I'm getting sort of two very different messages from this card. You have the Star card, and that's, in this reading, I'm going to read the Star card as your dreams and wishes. And I'm going to jump straight down to the tarot, and I'll come back to the oracle messages. But with the Two of Wands, this is a real energy, pole number 1, of you looking out and deciding, what do I now want? Where do I want to see my life going? What choices do, or opportunities do I want to set up for myself? This is a real sense of looking at where you are, what you have previously accomplished, and now what do you want? Where do you see yourself going from here? So I'm really feeling a sense with this circus, you know, a circus, they're nomads. You know, they move from one place to another, every time packing everything up and then going on their way to the next place, and then they set everything up and then they do their shows and then they're off again. And I mean, for some of you, you know, you might be heading off on an adventure, and you know, going from place to place. Maybe this is a sense of you're searching for your next home, your next job, your next relationship. But there's a sense of searching, or you know, trying different places, trying different things before you settle somewhere. And with this Two of Wands, it's almost like pole number one, you're going to get to test the waters before you have to make a decision. And the way that I'm seeing this is because the Empress here. Now with the Emperor in your reading, pole number one, I'm really sensing that you're going to get to try different things. I see this star as your dreams and goals, but you're going to get to test the waters. It's almost like you're going to be able to give things like a trial run to see how well they fit with you. Because I feel pole number one, it's all about how things are going to resonate with you. I'm seeing this Emperor as being sure of himself and knowing. This is getting to know exactly what you want. This is knowing what you want. And then the star is like your hopes and wishes, and you get to try them on for size before you fully commit. So there's a sense, pole number one here, that it's really going to be important to you that things resonate with you. You're not just going to get a job because of the money. It has to resonate with who you are now. It has to fit. So with this circus card and the way it talks about your imagination and your possibilities, and it says nurture your hopes, envision the extraordinary, and make real your exceptional life. And I think that's what you're doing. You're going to be trying different things because you want them to be a perfect fit. You're not settling anymore, pole number one. There's no settling here. There's a sense of, I'm going to find those opportunities that are really in line with who I am now. There's a sense of this star energy is, again, it's that I'm not settling for less. I know who I am and what I want. And I'm going to try different things. I'm really seeing the water here. Normally I see this card as very healing, and I do believe there is a lot of healing because you've got the snake spirit that says time to heal. But I'm really seeing this as like a trial and error almost, but not that I'm focusing on the error, but it's almost like maybe you're going to temp for a while in a job, and then it leads to you know, maybe they decide, oh look, we really like you, would you consider staying on? So it's almost like you've had this trial run and you can see whether you like the people. You know, give my situation as an example. I'm house sitting at the moment. I'm visiting different places. I'm on the east coast of Australia visiting different places. And there's a sense that I do want to find my place, somewhere that fits, that then I can settle down. And I feel that's what you're doing, pole number 1. I feel you've got this opportunity to go out and to really get a feel for things. You know, it might be that, you know, if this is a relationship for you, you might meet them at work. They might join your circle of friends, or they might join the club or the gym that you're going to. But you meet them on a social, kind of like a friendship or acquaintance first, and then it develops into more. So, you know, this person, you might not actually picture them straight away as a potential romantic partner. And it's almost like you get to know them first without that pressure. And then you can see if it's a good fit for you. But I feel this week, pole number 1, it's all going to be how things fit. It's all going to be how does it resonate with you. Is it aligned with my hopes and wishes? Is it aligned with who I have now become? Because with this 2 of Wands, I'm getting the feeling, pole number 1, you get to choose. It's your choice. You get to call the shots here. And yes, you've got 2 major arcanas, and that's how the major arcana is how spirit, how the universe co-creates with us, and it's what the universe helps us with. Minor arcana is our actions, and the major arcana, I see it more as the universe's actions that bring us what we need, or move us in the direction we need to move. And I feel that this is you deciding, what do I now want? And the universe is bringing you what's in alignment with you, and it's bringing you those opportunities to try before you buy, which is beautiful energy. And I feel, pole number 1, that's all come about because of the snake spirit, time to heal. And for some reason, I'm getting this as a past. I feel you've shed your skin. You're standing here in your Emperor. You're standing here having completed the journey, the previous journey. You've healed from the challenges of it. You've learnt, you've gained wisdom. And you find yourself in this threshold of a new journey. And you get to ask yourself, what do I want now? You get to ask yourself, with everything that I've learned, with the way that I've grown and changed, because you've got the 2 5s here, that's change on a big level. There's been a lot of change in your life, pole number 1. So you're no longer making choices. You no longer want the things you wanted in the past. And I feel, pole number 1, this is a real heads up on if you're still chasing after the dreams of the past. I feel this snake spirit it's time to shed that. Even if you haven't accomplished it, there'll be tweaks in it, but because of this double 5, I feel like there's going to be a real change. With the circus, where, you know, every time they pick up and they move somewhere else, that's a lot of change. That's constant change. And I really feel that that's where you're headed to really the past is the past. I'm just drawn to read this affirmation for you again, my friends. So pole number 1, your affirmation for this week is, my playfulness inspires new possibilities and creates loving magic. I'm going to leave you with those messages, my friends. Love and light, pole number 1. Have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, pole number 2. Welcome to your weekly reading. Let's have a look at what messages Spirit has for you this week. So we have tree spirit as your overall energy. We have the scarab beetle spirit, magic works through you. We have the Four of Cups. We have the King of Wands. And we have the Seven of Wands. Beautiful energy, my friends. Okay, so let's start with your overall energy this week. Pole number 2 is Tree Spirit. And the card says, seek restfulness in the sanctuary of your soul. You are spiritually protected and many good things will happen. And then the affirmation is, beings of unconditional love help me in all ways. There's a sense of really being able to rest here. There's a sense of comfort and really, what's the word I'm looking for, Spirit? Being nurtured. Thank you. It's this cozy, nurturing, calm, relaxing, safe energy. And it's the tree spirit. And I love how it says, seek restfulness in the sanctuary of your soul. And it says you are spiritually protected and many good things will happen. I'm going to jump down to the tarot and then we'll come back to the oracle. And I'm really feeling here, there's a sense of, and for some of you this might have been leading up to this week, for some of you it might be the beginning of the week, but there's this sense of uncertainty. I'm really getting this energy of, with this Four of Cups, of uncertainty, just being really unsure. And I feel that because he's looking at the cups, I feel there's a sense that you look forward, like you're looking ahead. So when you look at your future, and I'm not even saying like years ahead, I'm you know, even for the next few weeks, the next month, I just get the sense that you can't see it. There's this sense that you can't picture it, you can't see it. There's so much uncertainty. And I normally see this Four of Cups as like your choices and letting go of past choices to be able to take this new opportunity. But I'm not even seeing it like that this time. I'm just really seeing it like that's your first step and these are your next lot of steps. But I'm just feeling that you either can't see it or you're just so unsure of the steps you need to take. And there's this sense of, I'm feeling a little bit of dread, trepidation definitely, but also dread, like not because there's no guarantee, but just because it's almost like to take the first step, you need to know where to put your foot, and you can't even see that, pole number 2. So there's this real sense of just not knowing. Now it's very interesting because the zebra agate, which is what I chose for this pole, before I even saw the cards, I just choose intuitively before I see the cards. And generally, I think only maybe not even a handful of times before am I drawn to mention them, maybe just even a couple of times before. But I'm drawn in this reading because the zebra agate, it kind of stands for kind of like your mind. It's linked with your mind. It's linked with your memory. It's linked with like remembering things. It's linked with concentration. So this zebra agate is great for students. when you're trying to learn new things, because it helps you remember. And in your reading, pole number 2, I'm getting the sense that this zebra agate and this uncertainty of your next step is because you're remembering. Your memory, your mind is taking you to previous situations, to your previous past, or to some point in your past, and it can be near or far, that really didn't go well, or it didn't end well, or there's some maybe trauma or some healing that needs to, that hasn't happened yet with that past situation. And I feel this is what is blocking you. It's that memory that is blocking you, because that memory is bringing up doubts and fears in you. And I'm feeling that's why here the tree spirit is saying, seek restfulness in the sanctuary of your soul. You are spiritually protected and many good things will happen. And I feel this tree spirit is connect with your body, connect with your soul. Your mind is not going to be the guiding force here. Your mind is going to hinder you more than it's going to help you. There's not a logical, maybe your first step, pole number 2, is a leap of faith. A logical mind is not going to help you to take a leap of faith. On the contrary, it will point out the madness in it, or all the things that can go wrong, and that's not going to help you at all. And you've got these 2 wands. And I'm really feeling here, pole number 2, Spirit saying, embrace the King of Wands. The Wands is all about your soul, your calling, your purpose, your drive, your passions. What gets you out of bed in the morning? What keeps you going when the days are hard? What keeps you motivated? That's the energy of the Wands. Now the King of Wands, he's the last of the court cards. He knows what drives him. He understands where his passion comes from. He understands that in order to really accomplish things in his life, he needs to follow that passion. And he's guided by it. Now the king is, like I said, it's the last one of the court cards. He's worked his way through. The king is the energy of giving back. So there's this sense, pole number 2, that you have so much to give. Your dreams and goals, your calling, your purpose. There is so much for you to give back in that energy. And you have the 7 of Wands, and here I'm seeing, for some reason, you're battling your wands. You're battling your calling. I really want to say you're holding it at bay. You're standing in the way of fulfilling your purpose. And for some of you, pole number 2, I feel that this could be of even understanding, of knowing, of seeing your purpose. Maybe it just seems too out there for you. Maybe it just seems too big a leap. Just to give you just the first thing that popped into my head, but you could be an accountant and suddenly you're drawn to living by your intuition alone. Cards, tarot, channeling. It can be that. That's, kind of, I tried to think of something, or the first thing that popped into my head was something completely opposite. Though it doesn't have to be. There can be plenty of accountants that can tap into both their energies. But I'm just using that as an example of how big a jump you think this calling is, or these hunches that you're starting to get, or something has piqued your interest. It's got your attention. And you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know anything about that. I don't even know the first place to start. And I'm really feeling here, it just starts by accepting, letting go of the past and the memories of things that have held you back, or the way you used to do things. Starting afresh. Because you have the scarab beetle spirit, and it says magic works through you. And there's a sense of magic. Not logic, magic. And that's those synchronicities in life. That's those hunches that we get. That's this King of Wands following his purpose so that he can be of service. It's those hunches that we get that move us forward. And pole number 2, this is not a journey of a week. This is years in the making. I know it took me, 3 years, nearly 3 years, 3.5 years, nearly 4 years from when I first got the calling to do readings until my very first reading. It was about 3.5 years. It takes time. And you might not know. You might not know how to do it. You might have to, take a real leap of faith. Learn a whole new industry, a whole new something that you never even contemplated before. But it's your purpose. It's your calling, and it will fuel you from a real heart space. Now, just before we go, I'll read that affirmation for the week again for you, pole number 2. And it says, beings of unconditional love help me in all ways. And that's this magic. That's this not logical. That suddenly your heart is going to beat for something that you've probably never even had on your radar before. But this is your calling or your purpose. I'm going to leave you with those messages, my friends. Love and light, pole number 2. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, pole number 3. Let's have a look at what messages Spirit has for you this week. Look at these cards. Aren't they beautiful? Oh, I just bought these the other day and I've just connected with them. I just think the artwork is beautiful. So your overall energy this week, pole number 3, is trust. Look at the colours in that. We have Bat Spirit with a rebirth is assured. We have the Moon. We have the Queen of Wands. And we have the 3 of Swords. Oh, there's a rebirth here for you, pole number 3, that completely changes the way you see yourself, the way you see your life, your past experiences. There's a sense, I just really feel this true ending, and this almost like you're reborn without the disappointments and pain of the past. Now your overall energy is trust, and the card says your life is working out to a higher plan that loves you and wants the best for you. There is sunshine ahead. And the affirmation is, I enjoy trusting the universe. And I'm really feeling that in your reading. I'm really feeling that, pole number 3. There's a sense of trusting in everything because I don't think you can see it. And I love that there is sunshine ahead for you, my friends. I feel like in this card, I love the way the girl behind is covering the front girl's eyes. I feel like this is your higher self, the universe, spirit, God, guiding you forward almost blindly, so you maybe don't quite see what's there, so it can move you more forward without fear. But you are so guided all the way. There's like, I'm getting an image of, if you picture God's hand and you're actually traveling on it, moving you forward. Because like in the card, she can't see. And with the moon, pole number 3, I feel that you cannot see the way. Or you'll see it definitely in hindsight. But I feel this energy of the tarot here with the moon. Actually, I'm going to read the moon and the Queen of Wands together. The Wands is your soul's calling, your spiritual purpose, your life purpose, your calling, your goals and dreams, your passion, your fire, the things you love to do. And the Queen is that receptive energy. In the court cards, the page is the one that sees the potential and embarks on the journey as somebody who doesn't know the way and doesn't know what to do. The Knight is the action taker, takes action to move forward on the journey, to actually make things happen. The Queen is the receptive energy. She receives what she needs, resources, people, more ideas, more clarity. And the King then has received at this stage of the Queen, and then the King is the one that is of service and gives back to the world. So your calling, your purpose, your passions, your inner light, the thing that fuels you, you are being guided by that. Some of you, I feel, are being guided towards that. And this, at this stage, being receptive of this receptive energy of the Queen, I'm really feeling that you're receiving your calling, you're receiving the call, the idea. There's so much uncertainty with the moon. There's a path, but there isn't one yet. It's not illuminated yet. You're in the stage of the moon. And I'm really feeling in your reading, pole number 3, that this moon card is so important. It's one to really hold on to and really remember, because in the stage of the moon, we're in shadow. The moon casts shadow. The sun illuminates. We see so clearly during the day. But with moonlight, we see shadows, and it can be a little bit more scary. It can be a little bit like, oh, what's lurking in that shadow? We don't know. So in your reading, I'm really just seeing the moon as just the unknown. Your future is unknown. Your path is unknown. But because the Queen's here, I'm feeling that you're already getting a sense. There's something. You're being asked to trust. That's all. Pole number 3, you've also got the serpentine stone. And it's funny because I don't often get drawn to talk about the crystals, but I did for pole number 2, and I am for you as well. Because the serpentine crystal is about meditation. It's about your spirituality and exploring your spirituality. So that also tells me that you're at the exploration stage. And there's this sense, trust the process. The card says your life is working out to a higher plan that loves you and wants the best for you. There is sunshine ahead. And I love that with the moon card, because you're in the stage of unknown, pole number 3. You don't know what's ahead, and you can't even picture it. Often I often say in my dreams, what do you want? Just dream, daydream. It doesn't even apply here. It's meditate, go quiet, clear your mind instead of filling your mind with daydreams and options and choices. Clear your mind. Because there's a sense here with this 3 of swords underneath the bat spirit, a rebirth is assured. I feel that all your lessons of the past that have come through some form of hardship is what is getting you to this place. So there's a sense of understanding, letting go of the pain that was associated with those situations, and really looking at the wisdom that you gained, how they have made you who you are today. Not focusing on the scars, focusing on the growth and what you have received along the way. And when I say what you have received, that's knowledge, that's wisdom, that's strength. I'm really seeing this as, you know, the Leo card, the strength card. Because ultimately this journey, this is a 5. This is ultimate change. This is change, plain and simple. A rebirth is assured. That's where you're headed, pole number 3, a rebirth. A complete, and when I say rebirth here, it's like your second birth, where you come into understanding your soul's calling. You come into understanding your inner true self, your authentic self. And this of your past, the reason that it's here is because, pole number 3, that's what's got you here. Without these painful, sad, traumatic situations, you wouldn't be who you are today. And there's a sense of almost, you might not initially, pole number 3, but there's going to be a sense that you are going to bless the life that you have had. Because you'll be like, thank you, thank you. I understand. And there's so much wisdom in this rebirth. And you are going to feel the strength, the accomplishment of everything that you went through. Instead of holding on to the pain of it, the scars of it, you're actually going to flip that and go, it's given me confidence, it's given me strength, it's shown me who I am and what I want. Now that's all coming, pole number 3. You might not see that this week. This week might be a moment of just trusting, allowing yourself to be in this quiet space, to be blindly guided forward. Be guided by something that you can't see, you can just feel. I'm going to read your affirmation again for this week, my friends. It says, I enjoy trusting the universe. Hold that with you, pole number 3, and move through this week gently and lovingly, and let go of what you're called to let go of, because this rebirth is going to be amazing. It's flipping your world. I'm going to leave you with those messages, pole number 3. Love and light, my friends. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, pole number 4. Let's have a look at what messages Spirit has for you this week. Look at this beautiful card. Look at the moon on this card. Isn't it just gorgeous? So your overall energy is summer house. You have Porcupine Spirit with time for beginner mind. You have the 8 of Wands, the 5 of Swords, and Temperance. Lovely. Okay, pole number 4. So your overall energy is this summer house. And the card says play and a fresh surge of creative energy will bring joy, supportive friends, and exciting prospects into your life. That's exciting, isn't it? Play and a fresh surge of creative energy will bring joy, supportive friends, and exciting prospects into your life. The affirmation is, I embrace my opportunities for sacred play. Look at that tree house. And look at all these people in it. I'm really getting a sense, pole number 4, you don't have to do this alone. And if you're feeling alone, you're not alone, my friends. Certainly not alone. And there's a sense of here of, you know, they're all up in the tree. So there's a sense of doing things differently. I'm really feeling like change things up a bit in your life, pole number 4. Really feeling like, you know, if you go to the gym, maybe go to a different one. You know, I just got library. So if you like books, start going to the library. You know, are there clubs around? Are there, like, I'm getting a sense with this card that be social, being around people will be good for you. And there's a sense with the summer house, there's a sense of holiday mode. There's a sense of being in that holiday mode. You know, when we're on holidays, we're relaxed and we tend to talk more to people because we're not rushing around, and we've got time to stop and, you know, say hello and talk about the weather. And I'm getting that energy from this summer house card. Now your next energy is the Porcupine Spirit, and it says time for beginner mind. Now in this energy, I really feel, and with this summer house as your overall energy, I'm really feeling there's this sense of, like I mentioned earlier, trying new things. Time for beginner mind is either going back to study, like being a student again of some sort, learning something new, coming at something with a fresh mind. And this can play out in any area of your life, pole number 4. It can be a new job, it can be, you know, maybe you've moved and your environment is new. And it's a sense of, I'm getting the feeling, pole number 4, this is your opportunity to do things differently. Almost a sense like you're reinventing yourself. You know, when we go on holidays, we're more comfortable because we can just be ourselves. We can just, you know, there's a lot of times where we say, oh, you know, I'm never going to see this person again, so I can be open and upfront. You know, sometimes we can tell strangers the most heartfelt things because they're strangers. And I'm really feeling that kind of energy. So I feel like pole number 4, there's been a new start, or there's a new start coming for you. And it's this whole, I get the feeling that you've been wanting to reinvent yourself, pole number 4, and the opportunity's coming to do that. Or the opportunity's already been, and now Spirit's saying, hey, pole number 4, come on, this is all new. Be you, no masks. This is your chance to shine, your chance to be authentic. But for a lot of you, I'm really sensing that opportunity to reinvent yourself. Now you have the 8 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. And I'm feeling that this has probably happened quite quickly, or it's going to happen quite quickly. And I'm getting the sense here that the problems you had in the past with others, so the challenges you had in the past with others, it's almost like let them go. It's almost like I'm seeing these 8 of Wands wash over here and going straight to Temperance, which is really healing, really balanced. Your guardian angel guiding you, this real gentle, loving energy, honest, calm. And with his feet in the water, testing the water. Testing, you know, it's almost like trying on clothes that you never would have worn before. How do you feel in them? And I'm not saying at all here, pole number 4, that there's this sense that you're going to be fake, you're trying to be somebody different. Not at all. What you're trying to do or wanting to do or have a feeling to do is embrace that authentic part of you that you've started to see, that this change, how your life has changed in whatever way that is for you, pole number 4. And it's a general reading, so you'll need to apply this where it fits in your life. But there's this sense of you might want to dress differently, not to hide who you are, but to be more who you are. And there's this sense that this 8 of Wands is bringing all this opportunity to do things different, to be different, but they're all in a line. So it's all in alignment with Temperance, your higher self. There's no fakeness here. This is honest, open, genuine. Thank you, Spirit. That's the word I was looking for. Genuine. Genuine expression. You're being your genuine self, your authentic self. You're allowing yourself to shine. All aspects of you. And with this Five of Swords here, I'm really feeling that your interactions with others is just going to change completely. I feel what used to really bug you about other people won't so much anymore. The way that you maybe defended yourself, or the way that maybe you spoke to others, the things that you said or didn't say will be really different. I'm feeling you're seeing others as different. And I feel pile number 4, it's because you can just be you. You don't feel that you have to be right. You don't feel when somebody else has a different opinion, they're not wrong, or they're not right and you're wrong, or you have to try to be right and make them wrong. There's this sense of this situation changes how you view the world. And I find it's how you interact with others, how you interact with yourself, and how you interact with spirituality, with life itself. Because this beginner mind is almost like, gosh, you're at the starting point. It's almost like if you're drawn to pole number 3, go and have a listen to pole number 3, because pole number 3 had a rebirth. And I'm really feeling that's what this time for beginner mind is. It's like this rebirth. It's like your mind is being reborn, and what you believed you may not anymore. What you thought about yourself, you won't think like that anymore. How you saw yourself, you don't see yourself like that anymore. How you saw the world and saw others, you don't see it like that anymore. So there's like a huge change of perspective here. And this summer, this overall energy in your reading, pole number 4, is all about embracing you, your creative energy, and play with different things. Play with different ways of presenting yourself. See, do I still like the same things? There's this sense of childlike wonder. And I feel that's what you're going to have, pole number 4. This change in you. And because you see the world differently, there's almost like a thing of, oh, wow, you know, you might have saw the world as a scary place, and now you see it as a really loving place. And there's this sense of, wow, I see things really different, and there's a playfulness in that, like a discovery. You know, you're going to discover, oh gosh, I like different things. I'm different. I'm going to read your affirmation again, pole number 4, and it says, I embrace my opportunities for sacred play. And I feel that's what it's going to be. It's going to feel like play. You're going to interact with people, and it's just going to be more light-hearted. And I feel even fun. You're bringing more fun into your life. There's this sense of lightness. It's a beautiful reading, my friends. Lovely new beginning. Lovely new, it's like you're presenting your authentic self to the world, and you're accepting yourself. It's really, really gorgeous energy, my friends. I'm going to leave you with those messages, pole number 4. Love and light. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.